Merry Christmas to you. You have found yourself in between the before and the after. This is the interlude, and a blessed Christmas to all of you. This is just not the end of Christmas. We are just getting started with Christmas. 12 days of Christmas. I've got this morning good friends here, Mr. Bill McKennon, come on in, and Miss Jennifer Sheldon. Good morning, you guys.
Good morning.
And
Good morning.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
to you.
Some people think that 25th hits and Christmas is over, time to take gifts back and everything else. But we're just starting. We're 12 days of Christmas. Jennifer, you've got a lot of insight into liturgy of the church. Give us a little insight as to what that's all about. We always like to, kind of give a little lesson.
I see. Well, you're exactly right. It is the 12 days of Christmas. This is the first Sunday of Christmas. And actually, next Sunday, we are celebrating Epiphany a little bit early. Epiphany is actually on the 6th, but Pastor Jeff decided, why not? And so, interestingly enough, maybe this is interesting to me. I don't know, Bill, is this interesting to you?
It's interesting to me.
The season of Epiphany lasts until, I believe it's until March, which is late.
That is
Usually Ash Wednesday happens sometime in February, but because Easter this year is March 21st, so maybe it's like the end of February, but it's a very long Epiphany season.
Wow.
And so that we celebrate light the whole time of Epiphany. Yeah.
So the moons were in different spots this year,
I think it was a full moon, like around Christmas, and so that's why it's all moon related.
Everything seems to be a little just shaken up this year. Like Christmas,
Yes.
like Thanksgiving was so late, and then Christmas. It seems like
right.
It's just,
Advent was in December, which is usually it's in November starting.
So 2024 was a strange year.
I know it is a strange year,
but we're coming to a close, and it's been a glorious year.
Oh, it's been awesome.
I have heard so many people have been talking about this year's cantata, so I just wanted to kind of revisit this time. You two are both heavily involved in it, Jennifer, you especially.
Sure,
You guys, we did a special video where you opened, Bill, and you guys were at Bob's house, right?
That's correct, yeah.
Tell us how'd that come about? What were you guys thinking? What was the real message and what you wanted to get across there? Because it was just a beautiful video, really. I mean, it was. It seemed like you guys were kind of cracking the curtain into what happens with the band.
Yeah, so obviously this song that we did, make room in your heart. It's one that we had done several years back, and our bass player Sam does such a beautiful job singing that, and we were just talking about the message behind that during this season, and the idea of the importance of just making room, literally in your life, everything, just kind of trying to declutter or make some space for God to write His story. Room for Him to do what only He can do, which is, I think, the most important thing that we can do in our journey with God is allowing Him space to do what only He can do. Otherwise it just gets, it's just too, it's crazy. So,
well, it was not only a beautiful message. I mean, the video started out, and then, at some point, it's like, well, wait a minute, Sam's actually singing in the sanctuary. It was really just this beautiful, smooth transition, and you guys do this often. I mean, it's not just like it wasn't like let's set something up and kind of show what happens. You guys are really a tight knit group, and really glorify the Lord and all that you guys do when you're up there singing on the stage over there.
Yeah, well, we really want to honor God in everything we do. I think it's such an honor and a privilege to be able to be a part of the ministry here at Casa, and just thinking about those 12 days of Christmas. And the reality of it is, we celebrate this season during December because traditionally that's where it's at. But in truth, in and out of every season of our lives, we really should take time to celebrate the birth, death, and resurrection of our Christ, because that is who we live for. It's what this is all about, and we just love to honor Him and worship Him through our music, through the Word, through everything we can do as a ministry, as a La Casa family. And we just hope that everyone that is, whether you're on the live stream or here with us in person, is being blessed and touched somehow by the hand of God through whatever it is that we can do as just yielded vessels of worship. So
that's why we're here.
That's right.
Jennifer, you were kind of the brainchild behind the video. What was the inspiration behind that?
I think that just like Bill spoke right now, that people in the sanctuary here, in the traditional services, don't always get the chance to hear Bill speak and hear his faith and what his messages he delivers every Sunday over in the gathering place. And I thought maybe that'd be nice to have a little window open into another servant of God, another person on staff whose faith is so strong, and I love Bill's knowledge of the Bible. And actually
Thank you,
of
Lord.
old hymns. He can sing some old hymns and just knows them off the top of his head. I wish all of you could be a little fly on the wall when we go into practice and can hear just the thoughts and feelings that Bill brings forward into the band and into the group. It's really so strengthening and so fulfilling. It's really nice.
Well, thank you. That was awfully nice of you to say about me, but it's not about me. It's about him, and I love that we just get to minister together and play off of each other's strengths in what we do. I think it's amazing. So.
Well, the video really did kind of show, like, say, a peek into the curtain of just kind of what happens when you guys are, preparing for a worship service and getting ready for the week of what really takes place. So it was a nice insight to it. I want to just talk about Sam. I mean, he really came out and he. Now he sings over there in the gathering place a lot of contemporary songs, but his roots are not contemporary songs. His roots aren't they not in more of a gospel centric.
Yeah, I think that if memory serves me correctly, he kind of grew up in a gospel environment.
Yeah.
I don't know specifically what type of church he grew up in, but the man's got some soul.
He comes out and he just kills it. And I mean, I am so amazed when he comes over here. I mean, he's great over there, and when he's playing the bass. Yeah. Right.
Let me give you a
Yeah,
little Sam
it is
story.
great.
So I
Okay.
think his family is like the family Von Trapp.
Oh.
So I think his whole family played instruments, and his dad's like, at one point his dad's had him play sax.
Oh, wow.
And then his dad had him play the drums, right?
Yeah,
And then his
that's
dad
right.
said, enough of that. We need a bass player. And you know who else is kind of like that is I just discovered is Gary Randall.
Oh.
Gary Randall's family.
And
is
Gary Randall, he
very
plays the
musical.
drums, if you guys are
Plays the
familiar,
drums,
over
and
the contemporary.
And his brother sings.
Yeah, he's got a big background of family music. If saxophone player in there and guitar player in there.
Wow.
And his mom sang in a little
Yeah.
like Andrew Sisters trio kind of thing,
Oh,
and,
that's
and
fun.
there was 6 in their family. So the brothers played backup, and the 3 sisters sang. So
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
yeah,
Incredible.
it's amazing.
Well, when he comes out, he's really just got that.
yeah.
I don't know. It's just there's a lot of heart and soul into it, and it shows when he sings over here.
Yeah.
Over there too, but here you
Yeah.
just like, whoa!
He's very
I
passionate.
didn't
He
know
is.
that you had
Yeah.
all that, but anyway.
Well, thank you.
It really is a nice, a little insight into what you guys do as a band and as just a group, the camaraderie and everything else.
Yeah.
A lot of people were talking about the drums and how that came about, and I know we touched about it a little on Cantata Day, but just where the Home Depot.
Right.
I was like
Trash
Home
cans
Depot
and-
and trash cans and like the kettle drum thing up there.
Skateboard, I think.
Yes,
I know.
yes,
It's
yes.
just. I was talking with Lisa. I'm like, how did Jennifer get you to play all that? She said, just play, and it'll work out. And so, you gave free reign, and
Right.
it turned out beautiful.
I think. Don't you think it was a God thing?
It really was awesome. It really was awesome. I think Jennifer had seen a video or a picture of something with that, and with the help of some of our guys here, Monty and some of the other guys,
Yeah.
put something together that literally just looks like something you just be beating on. It turned out to be something beautiful we could use for music for the cantata.
I mean, the
Which is
mallets
neat.
were baseballs. I mean, it's just clever stuff. I don't know. It's so
Yes,
fun.
yes.
Anyway,
And there was a cowbell up top. I don't know if you saw that.
gotta have a cowbell.
I know.
Well, if you haven't seen the cantata, I don't want to say shame on you, but you should go back and watch it. It really is fantastic. It's on our website. It's all on all of our apps and everything else. It's back on December 15th. So go back and watch it. Check out those drums and check out that video. It's a great video.
Yeah.
The transition piece was opening transition piece, and it's always fun to like Bill singing it on the video, and then all of a sudden Bill's live. So
Right.
really, really great. So I invite you all to check it out. I hope you enjoy your 12 days of Christmas. I don't know how many days we're in. Probably have like 9 left or so. But I wish you a Merry Christmas and a blessed and happy New Year. See you in 2025.
All right.